Hello, and welcome to the prologue for Season 2 of my F1 24 My Team Career Mode with Rockstar Energy Racing. And we're going to get things ready for Season 2. Um, First things first, of course, taking a look at the driver. I think at first we're going to see if we can renegotiate with our teammate here. So we'll go with a lower. Cause I think I want to keep Ollie Behrman for at least another year, and then maybe move on to somebody else for season 3. So I'll approach Ollie Behrman and see what he goes with here, if he accepts the offer. And he signed, so that's good. He seems pretty happy at the moment, so don't see any reason not to keep him here. So also, I think our car will be better for season 2, so it'll be interesting to see how he performs. Um, and I could probably do another facility upgrade here. I think we'll go with resource point generation on the durability side. I think that's good for now. To our team activities. And we have our 4 upgrades that are scheduled to come in. And of course, we did adapt all of the necessary parts for the powertrain and the durability, so it'll be interesting to see who gets impacted by this. Because as I see here, McLaren, Red Bull, Mercedes, Ferrari, Aston Martin, Alpine, Haas, Williams, Visa Cash App, RB, Kicksauber, and us. So, yeah, let's advance through here and get to it for the end of the season.
You're not currently in a rivalry. Sooner or later, you'll probably be asked by the media who you consider to be your rival. Think carefully who you select. As while you'll receive a claim for beating them, you'll lose a claim if you fail to do so.
So get that taken care of there. I guess I'll take some pictures of the season recap here before moving forward. So, our season, unsurprisingly, was pretty rough to start. Though I did manage to get regular points finishes at one point until really the second half of the year. We really hit a pretty solid stride, despite the fact that our car was still pretty bad, and we got a win in Belgium, 2 podiums elsewhere. So, And of course, Daniel Ricciardo's retirement means that there will be some shakeup, at least in the back half of the grid. So we'll see what happens there. Of course, our big goal was achieving, per our primary sponsor, 8th place in the Constructors' Championship or better, and we got 6th, so we more than smashed that goal. And we have a ton of money in the bank, which is nice to see, of course. Means more facility upgrades are possible. Alright, so of course, one of the big reasons why I switched to a 16 race calendar over the 24 race calendar is that it will enable me to be more varied with the races that I do. Make the season more interesting, just including, by limiting the amount of tracks, it just leads to more variety in the schedule. So, here is what I am going to do. So I'm going to take Imola out. I'm going to take Spain out. I'm going to take Hungary out. I'm going to take Circuit of the Americas out. And I'm actually going to take out Abu Dhabi, just to make it a little bit more varied and trying to do the finale at different tracks. So I will be adding the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, which, say whatever you want about the country, I wouldn't disagree. But the track, in a vacuum, I actually do enjoy this track a lot, so that's an easy pick for me. So we'll have 4 races there. We're going to add the Miami Grand Prix. Haven't done that one yet. Then I'll go Monaco, Canada. Skipping Spain. Austria, Great Britain. Skipping Hungary. Belgium, the Netherlands, Monza. And then we're going to close out the year with Singapore, Mexico, Brazil, and Las Vegas. So Las Vegas in Season 2, that will be the season finale, which should make for an interesting final race. So we added Las Vegas, we added Mexico, we added Singapore, we added Miami, and we added Saudi Arabia. So there we go. That is our calendar for Season 2. Driver. Keeping everything the same there. Country, region, name, audio name, number. Clothing and emotes. I like the race suit design, so I think I'm going to keep that the same. Team details. Not going to change much here. That's still going to be the sponsor. Renault, keep them as the motor, and obviously Ollie Behrman as the teammate. Livery, I think I'm going to change that around a little bit. Put a bird's eye view here. So one thought I had was swapping the colors around. particularly the black and the gold yellow. So let's see how it looks like that. So that's one option. I actually just only noticed this livery. Let's see how this looks with the color change. I think I would make the white part the black part here. Yeah, the only thing I'm not sure of is the gray. That's a scenario where if I went with this one, I feel like the all black would be better. You know, a lot of these liveries aren't exactly inspiring choices, if I'm being honest. Yeah, I don't really know if I like that one either. Yeah, the only thing with swapping the colors around would be that changing that first color changes the wheel color. I don't know if I want to change the wheel color. That's the only thing. guess in the end, I think I'm just going to keep it as is. Just swap the team colors around. Make the second color black. And make the third color that gray. And the team badge. I was a little annoyed because the one symbol that I would have used, which is an R, there is no R, apparently. Which is kind of annoying, to be honest with you. So, but apparently I have to have the symbol. That's the smallest you can make it, apparently. So, promise, none of these really look like an R. Which is, that's the most annoying part, honestly. So, I don't know, I guess I'll just have to leave it as is, like that. And, yeah, we will advance like that. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at the different driver changes that occurred going into Season 2. And I will also do all my preseason stuff beforehand. So, there's that. Vehicle performance comparison. Yeah, for some reason in Season 1, the thing didn't show up on the actual graph, but now it did. So I guess that's fixed. You can actually see where we were in comparison to everyone else visually. And as you can see, we are the only team that did not go down in the vehicle performance comparison. So that is good. Um, let's see, R&D. Grades completed there. So we have 861 points to start out. So, let's see, we have $33 million to spend. We'll spend some on the sponsor relations. Personnel. Pit stop performance. I think we'll do this all across the board. Do quality control, quality control, quality control. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out what we can do here. Doing the training camp would be nice, but I think to start out with, oh well, we got a choice to make. That kind of stinks. I guess since um power and durability were the two departments that were impacted the most. I guess let's go with that. Hey, you can't do anything else. That really stinks. It's a quick way to get resource points, though. So, though actually, let's see. If we did a powertrain upgrade, what would be the next one? Only 1,000, so I don't think we necessarily need those upgrades or need the chassis upgrades immediately. So, because part of the issue is I don't want to get the departments in rough shape with the morale. So, I think I will do driver training camp, and then pre-season merch sale to just boost and give us a little bit more money. So let's take a look and see what changes occurred in the off-season. Verstappen and Hamilton staying put, no surprise there. Leclerc, Norris, no surprise. Alonso, Russell, Sainz, so the big names staying put. Gasly at Alpine, Perez at Red Bull, Ocon at Alpine, Bottas stays put, Piastri stays put, as does Albon, as does Tsunoda, Stroll, Zhou Guanyu. First big move is Kevin Magnussen going to Visa Cash App RB to replace Daniel Ricciardo, so it'll be Tsunoda and Magnussen at that team. Nico Hulkenberg remains at Haas. Logan Sargent at Williams. Ollie Behrman. And not too surprising, Teo Pourchaire gets picked up considering that, I found it if the game finds a driver that has F1 experience, they'll usually get that spot. So, not surprising that Teo Pourchaire, who was my teammate originally, who, for some reason, when I came to the midseason, I was planning on keeping him, but he just rejected the offers that I gave him. So he does get a ride. He ends up at Haas. So there you go with that. And we will, standings, take a look at there's the update schedule: Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, Australia, Japan, Miami, Monaco, Canada, Austria, Great Britain, Belgium, Netherlands, Italy, Monza, Singapore, Mexico, Brazil, and Las Vegas. So, we'll advance time here.
Our new parts have completed without issue. They'll be on the car ready for the next race weekend.
Now I will get a powertrain upgrade. Major one here. And actually we have, because we saved up all of our upgrades, we actually have far and away the best motor on the grid, which is kind of interesting. So that's something to make note of. All right. I just realized we actually have 1,000 more resource points. So, I'll probably, once I do the practice and whatnot in Bahrain, I will go on a buying spree of parts, I guess. Let's take a look here. Okay, alright, I think that's good for now. So, thank you for watching the prologue for Season 2 of my F1 24 Mighty Crew mode. And join me for the first race of the season. And actually, before I do that, I should do something else. Because this is something that happens seemingly all the time in the game. Where, from what I found, the sponsor decals, some of them don't appear going into the first race, which is kind of annoying, so you have to go back on and add them. It's usually the primary sponsor outside of the one on the side of the car that doesn't show up. So adding that back on there is crucial so that the car doesn't look naked going into the first race. And just take a look at the settings. See, the difficulty is the same. I don't think I changed anything at the weekend. That should all still be the same. Yeah, I don't think I changed anything in that regard, so that should all still be the same. Alright, and like I said, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time at the Bahrain Grand Prix.